There's no feeling like crossing the line first. I'm a firm believer, if you put the hard work in, you'll get the rewards. You gotta try and find little ways, any way possible to, just find that half a tenth that'll put you in front of the next guy. It's been 2 years real hard grafting to get to this stage. The project started winter 2012. There's been a lot of blood, sweat and tears to get to where we are now. I was preparing for the season as normal and I took the Bell's palsy, and these things aren't so bad if it's on the inside, but it was plain for everybody to see that I was suffering.
The Bell's palsy in itself was something that Colin had to deal with at the time, which had the obvious effects on him, which was the sort of frozen side of one face.
I'll never forget that media day at Donington Park when the only thing you have to do is smile, and I couldn't smile. We have serious grass to cut today.
They put him on a really strong course of steroids. His whole digestive system just went haywire. What we do now is to follow a low FODMAP diet. So tonight, for instance, we're just having salmon with prawns cooked in coconut oil. If we give Colin onion or garlic or honey on the race weekend, you're sort of asking for trouble, and that does affect his performance. And as a family, we've just adapted. That's what Colin and I do. If that's what he needs to eat, then I'll do it. I think it's good for Colin to have a sort of teammate in that respect, that we're both doing it.
Louise is my running partner. We've always stayed active, and especially with the racing, it's much easier to train because you constantly have a goal. You're thinking about the next race and preparing yourself and always trying to arrive in 100%. So I'm conscious that the eBay Motors team are giving 100% back at Sunbury with the car and on the engineering side. So it wouldn't feel right for me just to rock up and have not done anything from the last race. So I like to give everything I do on the racing side 100%. These are all my podium caps from this year. As you can see, my dad writes inside every cap. So this is round 14 Croft. Over all the years, I have every cap that I've ever got. I'm driving top level touring cars, but I'm still going down to the kart track, down to Nuts Corner where it all started for me. Even an hour but behind the wheel, I find that's enough just to blow the cobwebs off. So with 7 champions this year, I knew it was important to try and find an edge. At the racetrack, after a recession, you see us all dart into the back of the race truck, and that's where we do the homework. And I guess that methodical approach probably comes from the top, comes from Dick Bennett's. Knockhill was, looking back, the most memorable weekend for myself and the team. Race 1 was going okay, and then I got tipped off the circuit. That was the point in the season where I think the balance of power could have shifted. Very quickly, Jason could have been back seriously in contention. But race 2 was, I think, one of the best drives of my touring car career. To start dead last and finish 4th was a big result, and I think one of the defining races of the season. This is my dad's factory. The white Sierra over here is actually one of my old test vehicles that has deceased. By the looks of it, I was testing the front bumper.
The 2009 British Touring Car Champion is Colin Turkington.
I'll never forget that day here in 2009. It was a complete emotional roller coaster. You go that side, bud, and we'll take this off. Whoa, wow, look at this. I didn't expect to see this here. I was 27 then, and up against two past champions with a lot of experience, so I was going into unfamiliar territory. Really had no clue what to expect, but was just prepared to give it my best shot and see what happened. We spent a few years out of the championship, and That's when I realised how much I really missed it and how much British touring cars was a part of my life. These are just a few other good shots of race wins. This was my first ever race win at Brands Hatch on the Indy track. It's always really nice to look back and see the emotion, and you see how much it means to everybody else. You know, because in the car I never get to see things like that. To be able to come back with number one on the side of the car is something that I really want to do. You know, obviously couldn't do that in 2009, so hopefully this time around we can do it. I feel in a better place now than back in 2009. You know, I have my family of Louise and the two boys, so that is, you know, family life really takes you away from motorsport, and it's nice to go home and be a dad. Normally it's Monday is my day to pick the lads up, you know, because I come back from the race weekend and normally take Monday off. So I always look forward to picking the boys up and seeing what they've been up to. Stop, look left, look right. Okay, let's go. It's a 2-horse race this time. 2 more and then we'll go for a run. It's been different, you know, been able to build the lead from mid-season, and I come in 50 points ahead, which is it's a big chunk of points, but not enough to make me complacent and think I've got the job done. Yeah, no, it's all worth it in the long run, isn't it? It's British touring cars, and we know the unpredictable can happen. So and Jason's the guy, you know, he's going to fight hard for it. He's not going to let go. They're all hard. Not too bad once you get going. To be in this position, approaching the weekend with the chance of wrapping up a second title is something I never dreamed of, but in all fairness, I've worked pretty hard to achieve it, so fingers crossed I can get the job done. I think I've won them all so far.
So far.